Jaria Digital tells you many different stories of the world. The horrible story about a hotel. This is a story which my friend Eric experienced when he worked at a hotel front desk. Eric has a rich aunt in Tokyo. She invited Eric to visit there on summer vacation. Eric studied Japanese at a language school in Manila. So it was a good chance to practice it. His aunt got married to a rich Japanese guy and then became a widow. The late Japanese husband of Eric's aunt owned a hotel. So the aunt inherited it after her husband passed away. When Eric arrived in Tokyo, the hotel front desk night shift staff quit his job. His aunt needed to hire somebody right away who can speak Japanese and English. But it was hard to find a proper person quickly. So she asked Eric to work at the hotel at night until she hires staff. Eric thought it was a good chance to improve his Japanese language skill and make money too. Even though he didn't have the work permit, it was just to help his aunt. The job was not very difficult. His Japanese skill was good enough for the front desk job. Actually, his job was to give the room keys and get the money from the hotel guests. The hotel was not a normal hotel. Japanese people called it Love Hotel. So the hotel guests stayed in their rooms for several hours only to make love. But his aunt wanted to change the hotel into a business hotel for foreign guests. That is why she wanted to hire an English-speaking front desk staff for the night shift. She hired some English-speaking staff for the day and night shift jobs. But the night shift staff suddenly quit his job without reason. Eric enjoyed working at the hotel. After 1 week, he got used to the hotel routine. Normally there were not many guests at night during weekdays. One night it rained a lot and 2 people entered the hotel from the heavy rain. They were a weird couple. The man was in his 50s and the woman was in her 20s. Both of them were thoroughly soaked. The man looked stern and the woman was nervous. After they took the hotel elevator, Eric mopped the floor. "30 minutes later, Eric got a call from that woman. The room was 301. She whispered to Eric,
"Please help me. Please."
Eric was surprised at her whispering voice. He thought something was happening in that room. When Eric opened the door of room 301, the man was stabbing the woman with his knife. He continued to stab her back. The room was full of her blood. Eric was shocked and scared of him. So he tried to run away from him. But he saw the man's knife was coming to him and suddenly lost his senses. When Eric was awake in an emergency room, he heard his aunt's voice.
"You were found in the morning. You fainted. What happened to you last night?"
So Eric told her what happened to him last night. And she was scared of that story. Because room 301 was clean and nobody entered that room last night except Eric. The aunt trusted Eric and believed in his story. So they searched Google to find some news articles related to the hotel. Finally they found some news articles about the bloody murder case related to room 301. A man killed a woman with his knife in room 301 before Eric's aunt got married to the hotel owner. He was her supervisor at their workplace, and they had a love affair before she got a boyfriend. The man was very jealous of her boyfriend even though their affair broke up. One rainy night they entered room 301 together. He murdered her and then killed himself too. The room was full of their blood. The pictures of the room were horrible, and their looks were exactly the same as the faces which Eric saw. Eric and his aunt thought that her husband died early and the night shift staff quit his job all of a sudden because of the ghosts. So they were scared of working at the hotel. Eric returned to Manila with his aunt. The hotel was sold 6 months later. We will deliver a variety of issues and knowledge around the world. Thank you for watching Jaria Digital.